Hello, folks. This is Giancarlo. I'm actually gonna give you a little bit of summary as fast as I can on how the process is of getting PRK, which is the precursor to Lasik, and how I felt, how I'm doing now, and how the process sort of is. So, when you go to the place, they put the surgery hat and like the shoes on top of your shoes, and I guess to sterilize your stuff, I guess, so hairs don't fall in the way and stuff. And you go in there. There's a waiting room before there, and like there was a guy that sat next to me, and he just got out of it. He just like sat down, closed his eyes, and I asked him, so how does it feel? He says it doesn't really feel much, but it's like a little bit blurry. I can't really see very well. So yeah, I was up next after him, and I went in there, and it didn't take very much time. It wasn't very much waiting time, but yeah, they just like tell you to lay down, then they start to like prep your eyes and stuff. They give you some drops, which are like they give you like numbing drops and a few other types of drops. I don't know what they are, and yeah, you lay down and like it's a weird sensation because you're like awake the whole time, and they put these things to hold your eyes open so you don't move. And yeah, once the laser got there, trust me, you are not in any mood to like move your face at all. You just want to like not move because that thing could like really mess up your eyes if you like go then it's all over. Who knows what that laser will do? So yeah, after that, while the laser's on your eye, like you get sort of a sensation of a smell, and it's like a burning smell, and that smell sort of like sticks with you throughout the day. So after I got out of there, I sat down in the waiting room again and waited to get called out to see the doctor so he can like take the measurements and stuff. And yeah, my eyes totally felt like softballs. I didn't feel too much yet, but I did feel discomfort because I guess those drops were still in there and my eyes were dilated and stuff. So I was wearing the glasses because it was terribly bright. So I went to went to the other room. They like took my measurements. Everything's normal. He told me the things I had to take, and I already got them prior at the pharmacy. I got like this. I forget. I don't remember the names. I don't remember them, but it's one of them you take twice a day, and you only do 4 drops of it total. So like one in the morning, one in the day, the next day, and then the same thing for the next day, and that's total 4 drops. Then the other one, there's 2 other ones that you take regularly, and those are 4 times a day, and I'm still taking those. I'm on day 5 right now. I'm on day 5 right now. Then the other thing you get is like moisturizing drops, which you will be using a freaking lot because your eyes will be so damn dry and annoying. So they tell you that when you get home, you they recommend that you take a nap for at least 4 hours. So I quickly realized that I cannot imagine doing anything else at that time because your eyes do not want to be open. Like the lights are too bright. Your eyes like are totally hurting, and like you don't feel good at all, and your eyes are closing anyways automatically. So your eyes are going to stay closed whether you're awake or not. Um, I I didn't really take a nap, but my eyes were closed definitely once I got home. There and it's like really hard to watch. You can't like watch a movie. You can't like look at your phone. And if you try to look at your phone, you can't really like read what it says anyways because your eyes are still dilated at that point. You can't see up close, and you can't see anything really up close anyways. And the further you get, it was just too far away. Part two. Okay, so yeah, you can't see the phone. You can't look at your computer because it's just like really annoying. Your eyes want to close and they don't want to stay open. Um, so that was basically the first and second day. The second day was actually like a follow-up appointment, and I totally needed to get a ride to that because I was not driving anywhere that day. Although they told me that I would be able to, but they just clearly did not know that I was getting PRK like the whole staff. It was ridiculous, and I couldn't plan for it. And what a freaking surprise! But yeah, I went back for the follow-up appointment. He said everything's fine, and that's when he gave me the paper of procedures to follow and when to take everything. And yeah, he should have could have given me that the day before, of course. I didn't. I was wondering where that was. I thought it'd be like in the little baggie that they gave me of of like the things that they give you. So they give you in that little baggie they also give you like the glasses. They're like night, you know, very protective, very dark glasses, and you sort of look like a futuristic time traveler with those glasses on. And they're not too bad, although they're very cheap. The little rubber comfort part fell off the back on one of the sides, and it might be somewhere around the car here where I was laying when. Actually, no, it's not there. So the other thing that they give you is like a protective sleeping cover for your eyes, and it like just goes all around, and it is more comfortable for sleeping, and like it goes all the way back and stuff, and it wraps around to hold it on your head, and it is more comfortable when you're like laying on your side compared to those crazy glasses. But I did notice like maybe I'm like very itchy nose, but every time I did like this and my nose was itchy, like the thing crept up and up and up and up. So that's I just like, and the other thing is like, as discomfortable, as uncomfortable as it was, uh, when you're trying to sleep with your eyes like that, you know, you just like wake up a lot and like say, oh, I need more liquid, more liquid, more liquid, because I'm sleeping and my eyes feel terrible. And uh, yeah, it seems that like it kept moisture in there too. So like, I don't know if that like made it more uncomfortable. Either way, it was probably like a very uncomfortable situation, and there was no getting around it. Period. So yeah, sleeping really sucked for the most part for the first 3 days. The next day after, so I just watched, you know, tried to watch TV. I didn't look at my phone. I and they said you could watch TV, but to be honest, you won't be watching. I didn't watch much TV. I couldn't keep my eyes open enough, and it was really uncomfortable. So I pretty much listened to the movies. I Most of the movies that they were watching, I just listened to it, and there were good movies. I just couldn't see them. Why a phone call? Okay, yeah. So so basically that's the story of the first 2 days, and the third day was my sister's birthday, and I remember I was on the couch most of the time because that's where I was sleeping because it was at my dad's house, and then I went upstairs to lay there because everyone was going to be downstairs for the festivities and stuff. So I went up there to hang out, and I just like put on my headphones and listened to music for a while. Then like I noticed a little while later like I could actually like look at my phone a little bit and read a little bit. So I finally got a little bit of relief and like looked at my stuff and everything I had to look at and looked for the songs I wanted to play, and then like I eventually got the guts to go downstairs and hang out a little bit. So I tried to do that, and you know I was fine because my eyes were closed for a few hours, and they were fine for like a few minutes, and then they eventually got tired and kept like wanting to close. So like I did that for a while, then I went back to closing my eyes, and I actually ended up listening to music and taking a pretty good nap, and then everyone left at night, and then I went back downstairs and watched movies. Well, listen to movies at that point because I couldn't really watch. Um, then, um, then yeah, the next day, you know, and at that point, like I sort of realized, I'm not drinking enough water. Maybe I should start drinking more water. Like, so I just started drinking like lots and lots of freaking water, and you know, I've I know that that has something to do with the moisturization of your eyes. I was like putting those eye drops, moisturization drops, like so freaking much. Like I think like after the first day, they said you only have to put it like once an hour instead of once every half hour. But like I kept putting every half hour, 15 minutes. So it might have been because I wasn't drinking enough water. So I started drinking more water, and the next day I actually felt so much better. Like my eyes were so much more comfortable and moisturized, and that was of course after like another really bad night of sleep. I like woke up at 6 a.m. and my eyes were like so freaking burning, and I just like chugged freaking water at 6 in the morning because that was just terrible. Then I after that I got a pretty good sleep, and I woke up and I was like really better, although you know. Okay, part three. I keep getting calls during these things, and that's the bad thing about doing these videos with your phone because you get calls and they mess everything up. So, okay, I got much better sleep, and I woke up and my eyes did feel better. And that was Tuesday. My eyes are feeling better. That's also day three. Yeah, day three. My eyes are like a bunch better, but you know they still sort of want to stay closed. Um, Throughout the beginning of the day, they they sort of felt they felt better during throughout the day, but they still wanted to keep closed. Uh, I actually slept a few hours, and then I actually got a little bit daring and wanted to go to the store. And it was fine because I wasn't like sleepy or anything, and my eyes were treating me okay. So I like the evening before sunset, I actually while the sun wasn't as bright and stuff and bothering me, I actually did go to the store and drove out there, and it was a little bit difficult to do because you still couldn't see very well, and I just you had to power through it. So it wasn't the most comfortable thing when I was at the store. Like I was trying to keep my eyes open at the store, and it was really annoying. And I didn't want to have like sunglasses in the store because that's really weird. So I paid for my stuff and left at the register. I was like waiting, and I had my eyes closed while I was waiting, and it was sort of weird. But what can I do? So I drove back to the house, and that was it. It was a very short trip just as a test, and I made it. But then I went back home and got back to listening to movies because I wasn't watching them because my eyes were too damn tired. So that day I continued to like drink a bunch of water, and I drink more water and more water and more water, and I actually ended up like my eyes were sort of decently more comfortable, less scratchy, and Tuesday night I got a little bit better sleep, although I still had trouble with the stupid the uh, the covers for your eyes, protective covers for your sleeping while you're sleeping. So like I ended up uh, in the middle of the night I switched to the other glasses, which are not for sleeping, but they still cover your eyes very well. And I slept so much better with them that night because there wasn't as much like humidity and moisture stuck inside of the protective casing, and which really annoyed me for some reason. And also that it kept moving up when I scratched. I had to like itch my nose like that for some reason when I sleep, and I kept finding it like up here when I woke up. So I just like gave up on that, and the glasses stayed on much better, much better, and I slept way better with them that night because I was like one of the nights where I could sleep on my back, and then I woke up like that on my side, and I ended up like having a little indentation on my skin because the glasses were like pushing on it so much. But that goes away. It's just, but it was like really uncomfortable to sleep like that. But at least I freaking slept. Um, so Wednesday, I woke up extremely well, and my eyes actually worked. That was the first. It was like night and day. That day, like I could open my eyes and be part of the world and actually look at things. Although I didn't like see perfectly yet, I could like keep my eyes open, and I could like look at stuff, and that felt really great on Wednesday, day 4. So I actually did stuff that day. I got a little bit of stuff done on my phone, a little bit of done on the computer, not too much. What else did I do yesterday? I don't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember it was very, very much more comfortable, and I was at the house most of the time. Oh yeah, we went out to look at cars yesterday because we were bored in the evening. So watching movies, went out to see cars, and at the end of the day, my eyes were fine, not closing anymore. I guess the light sensitivity was gone. My eyes weren't dilated anymore, and they were probably healed a little bit more. And man, night and day, night and freaking day. So today is day 5, and I I had trouble sleeping last night because I tried sleeping with the other the black glasses again, but I didn't want to get on my side, which was more comfortable. I fall asleep better sometimes like that. And then I put on the protective ones, and since I didn't have to put in so much liquid, I was just comfortable, and I just slept with those big, huge protective glasses. So yeah, that was much, much, much better. And today I feel fine. I still can't see. Part 4. This is the last part, and where I'm gonna finish off for now. Yeah, this is day 5 right now, and my eyes have been feeling great. And I still can't see perfectly, but my eyes are much more comfortable. I still feel a little bit of scratchiness in the left eye, and I just put the moisturizing drops and keep doing the 4 times a day drops. I don't have to do the twice a day drops anymore. And tomorrow I have an appointment to take out the bandage lenses that are on my eye, and that's at 4 o'clock. And I feel fine to drive. And tomorrow I have a 4 hour drive to Key West after I after that appointment. So I feel great for the drive. You know, I can't see 2020 or anything, but certainly seeing way better than I saw when before I got this, and it's just supposed to get better and better. So although I had a bad experience with information and how I felt like a cow going to slaughter at this Lasik place, uh, you know, they do a good job, it seems, as far as I can see, and I can't see as good as I will, but I will see soon. So I'll make another video update and let you guys know how I'm looking like, how it feels like next week. And thank you everyone for watching.